Hey Lauren, this is Eric Rosen, and this is my video submission for the Success Coach position. So let's just dive right into it. I know I've only got a few minutes. So something you may not have picked up about me from my submission so far is that I post videos, inspirational videos on Facebook and YouTube, usually 5 to 6 days of the week. These are videos that, give free content to the people that subscribe. So the idea for me is to, provide free content, free value to them. And so anyone who chooses to work with me as a client, whether it's a personal training client or coaching client, knows they're going to get a lot of tremendous value for a paid service since I'm providing a free service. So I show up on Facebook Live a lot. Took a lot of guts at first, but pretty used to it by now. And in general, I enjoy being on camera. I enjoy speaking in front of audiences, just really anyone who will listen. And I would say that, the big aspect for me is that, like boundaries, like having boundaries of, okay, I know that I want to, do videos and show up X amount of days of the week, but I also like to get creative within the boundaries of doing those videos. So various topics that I speak on, as well as just kind of sometimes get a little bit goofy with them here and there, and just really just experimenting and just being authentic on video and vulnerable a lot of times, sharing things from my life as well. So in terms of, why I want to work at ITN, it generally just makes my heart sing to support and help others. So if I can bring people that are interested in health coaching to the same school that educated me and that has helped me out so much, I absolutely want to, lead them to something that was such an inspiration to me. So that's another aspect of just helping people. What was the next question? Imagine you're on the phone and there's an objection about time and money. So a few things. One is, I think anytime there's an objection like that, it's a chance to provide them with more information, like building value, showing them, really getting into a little bit more detail about what opportunity that they are turning down, so that they can see actually what it is that they might be passing up. If there's any aspects about like the curriculum, like if the curriculum is designed to take X amount of months, but you have a year access, I would emphasize that point. I would emphasize any financing options. And depending on the person that I'm talking to, like if I'm getting like a good vibe from them, I can just pick up on that subconsciously, intuitively. I might share like some like anecdotal stories about how I didn't know how I was going to read, a book or something when I was working 12-hour days, and I just read 5 pages a day, and eventually like I read the book, like setting aside little blocks of time that actually builds up to making a real dent over time. And then as far as financing, maybe a story about, budgeting, just in terms of like how I set aside a few dollars, from a paycheck, and it didn't seem like anything at first, but over time, like it built up to be like a pretty good pot. So it really just depends on the person that I'm talking to. That gets into a little bit more like off-roading, sharing stories and just really connecting with the person, seeing how I vibe with them. And then the last question was about, when I drive my car, do I exceed the speed limit? Yes, I have absolutely exceeded the speed limit. But it's actually been a lesson when it does happen, because I noticed that it produces a lot of discomfort, a lot of tension in the body. And it's kind of like, okay, I'm speeding, I have tension in my body, maybe I'm worried about being late for something, and then I get there and then I'm tense and I'm frazzled, and it's like I'm not showing up well for myself and for whoever I'm meeting with. And it's also an opportunity to see, okay, like, is the risk worth it? And of course it's not. Getting pulled over, getting into an accident is not worth it. And maybe it's an opportunity to just accept that delays in life happen, and maybe review my time management skills. So thanks so much for watching, Lauren. I look forward to continuing the process. You take care. Bye now.